Welcome back, legends. I hope you're all fantastic. Today on 5 Minute Tones, we're dragging out the Atomica high model for the Axe 3. I haven't really played around with this one too much on Cygnus, so let's do something inspired by one of my favorite bands from the 80s, Loudness, specifically the song Crazy Nights. Akira Takasaki pulled one of the greatest guitar tones of all time on that track. If you haven't heard it, go and check it out. It's right up there with like the Brown sound for me when we're talking about classic Marshall tones. So this is how I would go about copying that. I've got the Atomica high at stock settings, and I have my trusty old LT TV Mix 7, no high or low cuts at the moment. What we're going to do is just hear the amp at stock settings, Les Paul with Martin A. Smith PAF style pickups. Okay, you get the idea just there. I want something a lot brighter, a lot nastier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the drive up, crank the bass, crank the mids, bring the treble up, but maybe not all the way, bring the presence up, and bring the depth down somewhere below 3. I'm even going to push the master volume on this one up to about, let's go to 7. Why not take it up to 7? You know, there's a school of thought with Marshall style amps that kind of like everything on 7 is a good way to set them. And I guess we've got a few things set on 7 there. So this is what we have so far. All right, that is way more in the ballpark of what I want, but PAF style pickups, they're, you know, not the hottest pickups on earth. So let's kind of do something which can increase the amount of juice we're pouring into the front of the amp. Let's go to the preamp tab. I'm going to turn the input boost on. I'm going to set the type to CC boost. I'm not going to touch anything else there. This is what we get. That is really, really nasty. It's a little bit squishy under the fingertips. We could increase the squish amount by going to the speaker tab and bringing speaker compression up to about. Oh, that is amazing at the moment. But the thing that I think kind of takes it over the edge is going to the preamp tab of the cab block. And what we're going to do is turn the preamp type to transformer. The preamp mode will set on high quality. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of drive from the virtual mic preamp, and we're going to crank the saturation up to 5. I found this was that little bit of extra pixie dust on top that kind of took that sound, made it sound a little bit more like the recording. Again, you know, if you've got an amp mic'd up in a really nice studio and you're running through a really lovely console, you're probably going to get some character out of the mic preamps as well. So that's what we're emulating here. Check it out. And that is glorious under the fingertips. If you wanted to take it even closer, I spent some time with a spectrum analyzer in my DAW, and that as a kind of starting point, and the original track. You could use the tone match block if you wanted to, but I'm just going to kind of paste this parametric EQ block in here. Let's do this. I think I copied a block over there. Let's go edit. Paste block. So this is what I ended up with to get it really, really close, where we're just boosting some extreme low end, pulling out some 130, 140, basically just pulling out select frequencies. And then this is the final little piece of the puzzle, sticking a compressor at the end of it. And shout out to Austin Buddy, because I used his kind of Cali 76, 1176 style settings that I saved as a block. I think it's these. So you can see the thresholds at -22, ratios at 4, attack and release times. We've got 0.4 milliseconds for the attack, 75 for the release. This is using the studio feedback compressor. I'm just going to bring the level down a little bit because I don't need that much makeup gain. And this is really the last little piece of the puzzle, along with some big reverb. So I've said there's a last piece of the puzzle 4 times. I apologize. Let's just stick the concert hall reverb on this because, you know, it wouldn't be the 80s without some kind of big hall reverb. So this kind of gets me close to that recording, which is one of my favorite recorded guitar tones of all time. It's just a whole bunch of fun to play with, and hopefully that little kind of preamp transformer saturation trick and the parametric EQ and the compressor trick can be used across some of your presets as well. I'm going to put this one up for download. You can hear the birds outside are pretty happy about that one, so I'll play you all out on this. Go and listen to Crazy Nights by Loudness. Do yourself a favor if you've never heard it. I'll put this up on Exchange. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.